Conflicts in marriage are highly inevitable. Why did I say that? When two people from different backgrounds, different belief systems come together to be one, from time to time, there must be disagreement on how to do things. There must be misunderstanding. If you are being sincere with each other, from time to time, actually, there should be argument. It is equally healthy for the relationship, because if you don't argue, disagree, and have misunderstanding, it means somebody is not saying the truth, or somebody is not really being real with his or herself. So what matters after conflict is how you are able to resolve the argument or misunderstanding. So stick with me today as I will bring to you 7 powerful points on how to resolve conflict. Point number 1, find a good time to talk. Talk with your spouse when you are well rested and less stressed. It is very important for the both of you to stay focused before getting down to talk. Why did I say this? Some people attack their spouses as soon as they get home, even before they tell them welcome from wherever they are coming from. What you did to me, I don't like the way you handled this. I said it before. The way you used to do this, the way you do AYZ. Even before he arrived home, you have already started expressing how bitter and angry you are over a situation. It is not right for any one of the spouses to bring up a matter when one of you is stressed over a situation from work, hungry, or tired. Please, learn to talk at the right time. It is very, very important in resolving conflict. Point number 2, discuss the conflict. Tell your spouse how you feel. Tell your spouse what is bothering you and exactly what your take is on an issue. Avoid rumbling when you are having arguments. Come straight to the point. Be clear about the issues that you want to settle. Do not beat around the bush. Yes. What you should be bothered about when you are resolving conflict should be the actual underlying cause of an issue that might seem very minor on the surface. Sometimes either of the spouse can come home complain about some minor issues you feel are not really deserving of such magnitude of argument or disagreement. So when stuff like that happen, you can actually try to find out what really led to this kind of confrontation, especially when you think that the matter at hand does not warrant the level or the intensity or misunderstanding going on at the moment. Point number 3, avoid pointing fingers. Now that I mentioned pointing fingers, someone will wonder, how important is it when it comes to conflict resolution? Well, it simply means that you should stop accusing your spouses unnecessarily, because that will definitely make them to be on defense. Then eventually this simple argument might lead to full-blown fight if care is not taken. It is not right to be throwing accusing fingers at accusations at your spouse. No matter what, it is okay to tell your spouse whatever you feel calmly, without necessarily making that person feel like he has done something that is out of ordinary, even though you are not okay with it. Example, telling your spouse, you never care to tell me you are staying late today. You always come very late without caring to let me know. You never try to do this, you never try to do that. Instead of using such words, you can actually tell your spouse when he comes back, you could have simply texted me. Just sent a simple text message to let me know that you are staying late at work today. So please, no matter how hot the argument is, try not to accuse your spouses unnecessarily, because sometimes these accusations might not be real. You accuse people before finding out from their own point of view what could have led to an incident. Let us always learn to practice calmness whenever we are bothered. Sincerely speaking, it is not always easy to keep your calm when matters like this arise, but it is worth doing. You can practice it and make it part of you, and that will help you in achieving very beautiful conflict resolution. Point number 4, listen actively. Keep an open mind when your spouse is talking. Listen to that person. Observe their body language. Know exactly what they are trying to say by paying attention to every bit of the conversation they are having with you. From listening actively to them to paying attention to their body language, that can help you to make a better judgment of the conversation you are having at hand. By trying to mirror their statement. For example, let's assume your spouse tells you that I need some time off. Instead of you being angry and just jumping into conclusion to say, so you think it is better for you to have some time off, unwind and relax alone? What kind of human being are you? Or are you intending to divorce me? Or are you tired of this marriage? That person might seriously not mean all these things we used to say. Try to ask questions after that statement. I want some time off. I need some time off. Please, how do you need this time off? How do you want to spend this time off? And how is that going to help us come out of this misunderstanding? You need to hear them. Be sincere. Keep an open mind, because if you don't keep an open mind, you will just be on defense and judge him or her based on whatever perception or assumption you have in your mind. For that reason, being an active listener will help you to achieve a successful conflict resolution. Point number 5, keep your cool. When you are having a heated argument with your spouse, avoid calling them names. Do not be sarcastic. Do not raise your voice at your spouse. No matter how angry you get, it is good that you keep your cool. Calling them names or making jest of them will not allow you to have a productive discussion. Instead of having a productive discussion, even if you have achieved something before then, you will lose focus and end up in a very unlikely manner. Then at the end of the day, the discussion would be abortive. So in order for you to have a productive discussion and conflict resolution, when you notice that your temper is rising and you are getting out of control, please take a time out. Take permission from your spouse. Whether the person is listening or not, tell the person I'm taking a time out by walking out of the room, taking a deep breath, walking out of the compound, around the compound, just to take a fresh air, get refreshed, get your temper to a very normal level before you continue whatever discussion you are having. In that way, you can be able to go back to where you stop and take it up from there. By then, who knows? The both of you could have cooled off and have a rethink over this heating argument. And then by the time you get back together, everything will work at the end of the day. Point number 6, don't jump into conclusion. Yes, always give your spouse the benefit of the doubt. Do your best not to put words in the mouth of your spouse or assuming the worst even before they arrive at their destination. When your spouse is trying to pass a message across, always be calm. Even if you feel what he is saying is not working down with you well, hold yourself, comport yourself. You have to learn the attitude of composure. You must learn to compose yourself whenever your spouse is talking to you. If not, you will always hijack whatever they want to say. And the worst part of it is that you always think that whatever they are saying or they are about to say is not going to work in your favor. That is not healthy for conflict resolution. You can imagine a spouse who wants to go and cool off somewhere. Maybe your spouse is taking a leave to have some rest because he has been stressed out at work. For 1 week, he just needs to go somewhere and cool off for 1 week before he comes back. If your let's assume the fight is between the two of you two. There is nothing wrong with your spouse trying to cool off. There is nothing wrong with that. If he cools off and come back, very beautiful. You both will go back very healthy. Sometimes they will mention, I need time to cool off. You will just jump into conclusion that you are leaving me. You are not interested in this marriage again. Why? What have I done? Not really. You are just assuming this guy or lady haven't said anything of sort. So learn to compose yourself whenever you are trying to resolve a conflict. Point number 7, appreciation. Focus on your spouse's good traits, both big and small. Do not hesitate to give them a sincere appreciation from time to time. That will go a long way in making this person feel very comfortable with you. You don't only talk to them when they do something wrong. Always appreciate them for the little they have done for you. No matter how little it is, it will energize them and give them the morale to continue treating you well. They will always look forward to making you feel special when you appreciate them. For example, if you come home from work and meet your home very clean or laundry, if your spouse had helped you to do the laundry, wow, honey, thank you so much. I appreciate the laundry you did. It made my day. God bless you. Thank you so much. Do not take your spouse for granted. If your spouse is not there to do those things or to put those things together in place, your house will be scattered. Your house will not be organized. So please, learn to appreciate your spouse. If your husband or your wife helps in settling some things, please do not forget to say thank you. In fact, my husband always tell me thank you for serving him food. Before, I used to feel so uncomfortable. But he has been so consistent, and I was like, okay, if this is how he likes it, why not? After all, I cook the food. If he feels I deserve an applaud for cooking, so be it. I am Coach Zara. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, please do not forget to like. If you have questions based on what I have taught, do not forget to leave a comment and I will be there to respond to it.